like.
Well,
say.
yeah. I mean, no. When you, because you know, there's some finite repercussions. Okay, for that getting back at somebody you trying to create. You know what I'm saying? You trying to create good music with, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
You're right.
Okay.
We got to pause this one, man. We got to get back to that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to get back to that, Hoop. All right. Listen, to check this out. Speaking of all that, Katy Perry, who is an incredible pop star, has had enough of social media. Now, she says she is a victim of social media because of society's pressure to share every move online. So the singer and American Idol judge says Instagram and Twitter are proof of the decline of civilization. What? She also encouraged fans to not care about social media and to instead live their lives. Perry has over 68 million Instagram followers and 108 million Twitter followers, but says she would rather not document her whole life online. I bet. That's too many That's too many motherfuckers.
But okay, am I wrong? Like, didn't she just do like a live feed of her like life for 24 hours of sleeping and this, that, and the other, or whatever? And so I guess what she said, she's been a victim of it, and then feeling like she had to do it, and then coming back and being like it's too much, because I understand the whole point. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you do kind of give into it, and you want people to know what you're doing. I guess for the sake of seeing who's gonna watch, I don't know.
I think you know what I think. Honestly, it's a dual-edged sword that you've got to wield carefully. Yeah. I mean, that's a lot of people to put out anything personal, and because 68 million IG follow, they're gonna chime in. That's 108 million. That just opened your peanut gallery is ridiculous. So. Yeah. I don't know how you really deal with that, but we do live more on social media than a lot of people in our normal lives, and I feel like
not everybody.
No, not
you.
Yeah,
right.
Not a lot of people, and I just say that. You know what I'm saying? We've got to find balance. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you live your life for likes and all that, I don't think you'd be happy, man. Honestly.
Oh, no, not at all. That's too much pressure. It's way too much pressure. That's why there's so many people being depressed. Our younger people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's the whole, that's a new medium. It's how many likes we get. They're not even worried about the picture. They post a picture, and they have them delete it because they're not getting the likes. They not realize that there's so many other elements that come into play on that. It's kind of ridiculous, but
it is.
You walk into an antique store now today, and kids are looking like, wait, what is a disc player? They don't even know what VHS is. They don't know what a CD is. They don't know. It's so crazy to think that we're living in just such a transitional time period. Because we used to talk about our parents listening to the music they listen to, and here we are in this technology space where it's just changing so fast. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, you got a lot of followers, a lot, okay? And I've seen people go crazy. Guys, let's put this out there. Guys go crazy when Hoops is on deck. You break out random pictures from. I'm like, I didn't know. I know. I mean, and so I can only imagine if you had 68 million. Now you could get there. I know you can get there. Okay. How do you feel like? I mean, you don't live your life like that, though. I know.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
And it's evident through my Instagram and all of that other stuff. It's just real life. You can choose what you put out there, whatever. But I'm also not an A-list entertainer. Let's just be for real, right? Like, I do my thing, and that's fine. I'm reality-based. But these singers and these songwriters and these, A-list actors, Angelina, it's insane. And it's what you put out there is what you want to attract. And for me, I'm just so, I have to have my middle. And everybody's like, why do you live in Tennessee? Well, it's because I need to find my balance. I can't just... I remember when Twitter came out, and it's like everybody was posting everything from waking up in the morning to what kind of coffee they were drinking and when they used the bathroom. I couldn't do it. It's like, at some point you have to adapt or die, but there is a fine middle, and I just feel like the pressure of it is a lot, but you just have to know who you are in the middle of all of that, and just know that you're still fine without the likes, without the comments, without the followers, this, that, and the other, whatever. But as Katy Perry would tell you, it's just people are counting those numbers today, and you ain't, and that's what business is being based off of that at the same time. So and people are moving to where that is, So it's very difficult. It's just hard.
Okay, that makes sense. It's fair. Well, speaking of that, there's a new porn law that goes into effect in April in England. What the hell did you say? There's a new porn law that goes into effect in April in England. Yeah, Hoops. In April this year, I know. What a transition. The way Britain watches porn is about to change forever with compulsory age checks on all pornographic sites. The online ID checks will mean people will have to prove they are 18 before viewing any porn online. Wow. And are part of the Digital Economy Act of 2018. Privacy groups have warned that the law could lead to a huge number of sites being blocked altogether and the users having to sign up to membership of porn sites. The new system will be policed by the British Board of Film Censorship, but porn publishers will implement their own age checks. One system, Age ID, used by Pornhub and other sites owned by porn giant MindGeek, will prompt users to create an account using a passport or mobile phone to confirm their age. Wow. That's deep. Damn. Guess you can't just can't check for porn on your friends.
Hey, listen, where there's a will, there's a way, though. Whatever, they'll figure out their mom and dad's code.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. It's just that, these kids are so damn smart these days. You know what I mean? I don't know.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, a part of why France is banning smartphones in schools is because of porn. How real is that? What do you think about that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I mean, that's insane to think that they're in school, but they're getting caught for being. I can't even imagine. I'd tear my dang on kid up. That's crazy if that's what you're thinking about in the middle of the day.
Come on, Hoops. Cut it. Come on now.
That's just a little bit extreme. Say you can't say that in the middle of science class. Okay, you're getting ready to pair up for biology, a chemistry test, and you're thinking about. I'm not gonna say it.
You said the key word, chemistry. I'm trying to see chemistry in action now. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't getting online, though. You about to sit there and put your hand on the girl's knee and try to, make the fizz go on the volcano eruption.
Oh, man.
You're not getting on your phone.
Man, you already know. Listen. It's obviously a big difference between Europe and America because we have so many. America, one thing, boy, you better love being American and being in America because the freedom we have here. Europeans do love porn, but this Americans, we tend to dominate and run things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know if this is a good or bad thing, but it's definitely a way to police things more, I would imagine. And I do think there has to be something there for kids, obviously, because things are so easily accessible in 2018. It's unreal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hell, let's not go into these sex dolls. All right, I'm gonna stop.
Okay.
I hit
But can I just say that I'm gonna just tell you something real weird because I finally seen one for the first time, and why did I think of you? This is not okay.
That's not okay. Wait. Why did you think of me?
When I see the sex doll, I thought of you.
What the?
Okay, because
damn.
What you mean? I'm thinking
Damn. I gotta wait till this thing gets more advanced. I seen one, and I was like, it was like I looked, and then I looked again, and then I looked again, and I was like, it looks a little bit more lifelike. Every time I took a look, it looked more lifelike. I was like, but this is not cool, so I'm like, I don't want to look, and I don't want to look. I don't want to look.
It's so jacked up. It's real jacked up when they got you looking like that, and you're like, oh.
And as
a woman looking at another woman saying, okay.
That looks real.
Then I had to then I had to beat my chest like King Kong and be like, hold up, where's the guys at? Let me see the guys. To get back at the guys.
I don't know what's going on. It's like really bizarre, but it's like if I see somebody out with one, if you just go to Starbucks and you see somebody kicking it with a. We're going to stop there. No, you're not going to stop there. Finish the thought. I mean, if you see somebody, I'm like, damn, it just makes you think. It's like bizarre. If you walk past somebody's house and, you know that's not a real person, it's like, damn, that thing ain't moved in 5 minutes. But then you ask yourself, why you standing?
You want to get up on it. That's crazy. You want to touch it and feel it and be like, oh, let me just try. You know what? It ain't right.
Well, we know some folks coming, don't have too many drinks at the club and not get that text answered. You know what I'm saying? Come on, Goose. We gonna keep it pushing. We go. And speaking of that, this is a good time to transition to Black Panther. You dig? Yeah. This is a good time to go into Black Panther. And you got to know this word, Afrofuturism. Since we talking, Afrofuturism, a movement in literature, music, art, etc., featuring futuristic or science fiction themes, which incorporate elements of Black history and culture. This is very interesting. Now, Afrofuturism goes back to when we were kings, Moors, Hannibal, the Nubians, and the technology they had that's been erased from history. So when you think of this, I think of the pyramids and how interesting it is that we forgot how we once built them. Or maybe that secret knowledge has been hidden away somewhere. So what are you thinking about the upcoming Black Panther film?
I'm very excited about it. I just feel like I hope that it doesn't start something else for the simple fact that there hasn't been one, right? And with everything going on in the world, and it's like, oh, okay, well, let's finally bring out, our Black hero, right? Because typically they're not African American, you know what I mean? And we were kings first, and it's like, okay, we're gonna follow Captain America, but I'm super excited about it. I can't wait for it. I think it's gonna be awesome. I love our characters in it, so. Yeah. I'm definitely going to see it. So
absolutely, I'm excited.
Like, what do you? Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think it's about time. Yeah, absolutely, and it's about time because we've never seen one person of color as a hero like this.
No, and it's going to be
not as a superhero.
For our children growing up to see an actual Black hero. We had Meteor Man. Come on, that's who we had growing up. Really?
Yeah,
that's what we had as a Black hero, and it's like. From Santa, no, I'm not getting into that or whatever, but all the heroes and everybody that saves the world, they are not of color, and it's like when we have our people, it's like that's who we're supposed to look up to, and I feel like we could go into the whole other realm of that, so I'm very happy that this is happening, and it gives our people something to be very excited for, and to, you know what I mean? Like, we could do it.
Absolutely,
yeah,
and I think that,
it's good.
To your point, one, it's good to see Black people in the future, because oftentimes we don't always see ourselves in the future. Number one, let's start there,
right.
And then secondly, it's good to just see better representation. I think we're starting to see the world a little bit more balanced, and I think that's a great thing. So, I'm looking forward to it. Black History Month is going to be lit.
Absolutely. It's going to be a real fun, powerful month coming up. This is going to be good.
Absolutely. Hoops, you know how we get down.
I
appreciate you, and it's you know what I'm saying. I know you've been moving and shaking, doing some big things, and we'll talk more about that.
Yeah.
Tell the people what they need to do.
Absolutely. For these stories and more, visit us online at TexasOutNews.com. We connect the streets.
Absolutely. There it is.